This video interview series is brought to you by GetTeachingJob.com. Hi, you've finished college. You're done with your student teaching. Now you want to get a continuing contract as a full-time teacher. To help you along your way, here's the experience of Wendy, who's now a teacher. Wendy is from southeastern Pennsylvania. After interviewing at 9 schools, she landed a job as a middle school science teacher. Wendy competed for a sought-after job in a suburban public school in Pennsylvania. She got the job. So how did she do it? Let's find out. Here's Wendy. Hi, Wendy. Let's start with a little background information about yourself, if I can. What city do you live in? And what's the job market like in your area?
I live near Dowington, Westchester, in Chester County, Pennsylvania. It's west of Philly. It's a growing suburban area with excellent public schools. The districts receive hundreds of applications for each job, so it's very competitive here. Pennsylvania has a strong teachers' union, and jobs are quite sought after in the public schools. It's a particularly challenging job market for elementary, physical education, and social studies teachers. I was looking for a science position. Since the county is growing in the northern and western areas, there were possibilities for me to find a job. There are also 2 fairly urban districts that I didn't apply to. I didn't feel that would work for me in my first year as a teacher.
So how long were you job searching? And how many interviews did you get?
Let's see. I started looking in March and was offered a job in late June. All in all, I had 9 interviews with 6 districts, including 1 charter school.
Wow, that's quite a number of interviews. Well, what's your secret in getting all of those interview invites?
Well, at first I just filled out the online applications and called human resources departments to find out what to do next, just like the instructions said. After finishing the paperwork, I'd just sit on my hands. Then my business sense kicked in. I was in sales 11 years, I thought, why not go straight to the person making the decision? So I did some research and sent out cover letters and resumes to every principal in my driving area. That's about 45 minutes, by the way, and even a few further away. All up, it involved 23 districts in 4 different counties. I also applied to every online job that I was qualified for. Since I'm certified to teach in middle school and high school, each principal got a letter that was tailored for the specific school and age group. I didn't send the same letter to everyone. It was much more targeted. This took a lot of research online, but it was worth it. In the end, it got me most of my interviews. Human Resources always had my application package, and if they didn't take applications, I mentioned my application was online at whatever online resume service they used. There are 3 main ones around here. I also even hand-delivered a few letters. That's a great tactic, by the way. I would have done more of it had it occurred to me earlier in my job hunt. So if I was unfamiliar with the district, I drove there, dressed in my interview clothes, and looked around to get a feel for it. Then I'd go in, leave my resume, and ask for information on the district. Then I'd mail a follow-up letter and my resume again.
I must say you are very resourceful, thinking outside the box. How did you perfect your cover letter and resume?
I took this all very seriously, spent a lot of effort on it. First, my cover letter and resume was read and critiqued by 3 different people. They examined everything, my spelling, my grammar, the overall clarity, and I made changes from their feedback. I then printed it on off-white paper. I didn't spend a fortune on anything fancy like special envelopes or heavy resume paper, by the way. I think the content's very important. It's important to give attention to what a candidate can bring to their school and your most important attributes. In my case, I felt it important to mention my life experiences and my maturity in terms of classroom management and my several certifications that provided the district flexibility in placing me. The cover letter is the first impression the principal will get of a candidate. This needs to be perfect, well thought out, no mistakes, good looking, and names all spelled correctly. A candidate's best attributes should not only be highlighted, but also given in reference to how they could benefit the school.
Well, that certainly worked. You did get a fair number of interviews. Were there any questions at the interview that kept cropping up? Can you recall any questions that were asked fairly commonly? This interview series is based on Tim Way's guide, I Want a Teaching Job, where you'll find the complete printed version of this interview, plus other interviews in this video series. To find Tim's guide, just go to GetTeachingJob.com or click the link you see below this video. For part 2 of this video, please click the red link here.